less than 6, and I've been shouting. Somebody is coming into the studio at 10. Someone who I admire a lot. A lady that I feel like her voice can shake every ground. Someone who I see on social media and I say, wow. In fact, I fangirled this baby before. I sent her a message. I said, you are incredible. I was on, you don't remember saying message you. Even her laugh said, you can hear the melody in it. Chai.
Leave me alone.
You know, every time I sing for people, I imagine I am Ugochi. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Cha-Cha.
Welcome to the show, Ugochi. I've been seeing you going left, right, and center and jumping, dancing. You're in a season, Achalugo season.
It's Achalugo all the way, baby.
Welcome to the show. It's good to see you here.
It's good to see you too, Cha-Cha.
So I remember there was a TikTok trend one time that everyone was singing. People were even asking, scope EJ alarm. people were even, it turned to a situationship type of anthem.
Yes.
When you're asking a guy, do you really like me? Or scope EJ? Is it scope? Are you? Please, I've always wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Was that a personal thing, or was it stories from people?
Yeah, it was actually a personal thing. And the funny thing is, it wasn't something I thought was going to go viral.
Is it?
Yes. Apparently, this friend of mine, I will always tell the story. He's not my friend. The girl is my friend. So I was going for my birthday shoot. March, I think it was March 1st or March 2nd, because my birthday was 6th of March. So on my way to the shoot, I met this guy at the mall, and then he was like, fine girl, going to your shoot, can I get your phone number? I knew he looked very familiar, but I just didn't know where to place it. But I knew after the shoot, I gave him my phone number. I got back home, and then I checked my friend's WhatsApp profile, and he was right there. I knew I had seen him somewhere. He was my friend's boyfriend. So when he started talking to me and said that he liked me and all, so jokingly, I said, okay, I had to ask my friend, I'm like, are you people still together? She's like, yeah, he's in my profile. I said, wow. Is there any problem? I said, no problem. So I now told him, I said, are you sure you actually like me, like you say, or you're just looking for somebody to run things with? And then coincidentally, the instrumental was playing, so I just made music out of it.
Look at that.
And I forgot about it. I think people just called me to say, it's trending, and that was how Do You Like Me got birthed.
I mean, I was actually using that and walking around my house. If my partner should say something, they say, do you really like
valid
me?
Question,
yes. I need to know.
Let me be sure.
Yes, now, because men these days, they
Yes,
can say anything with their open mouth.
Nemo.
What is the most someone has said to you that you're like, come on now?
The most unhinged thing?
Yes.
I think it would have to be like, it would have to be from like a married, he was actually married.
I mean.
So when I'm like, are you not married? It was like,
a little bit.
No, I wish he said a little bit. He said, not really.
Not really? Like, what do you mean not really?
What do you mean not really married? With kids.
I mean, the very common one is that I'm married, but I'm not really happy. I'm not happy in my marriage.
A little bit.
But then they have a 1-month-old. I'm not
so
happy in my marriage. But then you people are traveling. I'm not happy. You flew her abroad.
It's still scope. Do you really like me? Or it's still part of the scope. So.
I mean, good to have you here on Days 101.
Good to have you too. Cha.
I mean, 2025 is almost over. September. Has it been popping for you?
I mean,
it's been popping. That's a Momo question. No vex.
We're popping.
No vex. I should have seen the skin.
We're popping it.
I should have seen the skin. I know that they say something that you should never say to a woman, but if someone said this to me, I would feel good. I remember stumbling on your page. I don't know if it was earlier this year or sometime last year. And I said, look at her skin. Look at her body. This is not the same person we knew before.
Thank you.
Is it? I mean, you're looking well marinated. That's how we call it.
Thank you so much. You look fabulous as well.
I did try. I said you're coming, so I have to keep up.
You guys need to see. She looks fabulous.
When
they absolutely fabulous.
When they say home body and outside body, I'm a usual home body.
It is sharp.
Sharp. Talking about that, I noticed something about you, Ugochi. You do not make a sentence or even music without Igbo language in it. And at some point, I thought you didn't live in Lagos. And I don't know if you've moved. You just moved to Lagos. Did you just move, or have you always been here?
I've always been here.
You know why that's crazy to me? I saw, I was always thinking to myself that she's from the east. She doesn't live in this Lagos. And then all of a sudden, I saw you were left, right, center. You were in this place, that place. I said, she moved to Lagos. So I assumed you weren't here because of how deeply you were rooted in the Igbo language. Was this something intentional? Did you grow up listening to Igbo music, or were you just intentional that saying, you know what, let me put my culture out there? What was it for you?
So the thing is, even down to the name, my name is Ugochi. Even my stage name is Ugochi. I've always been like one to propagate the culture. I feel like your culture is your identity.
Right.
Yeah, and there's Ndi Igbo scattered all over the world. You feel me? And I'm also of the opinion, like when you travel to places like Spain, you go to French countries, they have artists that are actually selling out arenas, strictly speaking their language. For me, I feel like the beauty of music is in the rhythm, it's in the beats. I don't even necessarily need to understand what you're saying.
True.
Yeah, I feel like music just speaks to every single one of us. And that's why there's so many genres. There's no particular box. When you go like to certain countries, they do strictly soca, they do different types of music. So music is all encompassing. And I feel like if I want to do it, I would rather do mine very original.
Right.
So when you hear me, you hear like a tint of my culture in it, you know, like, oh, that's Ugochi and something, and it doesn't change anything. We're all one at the end of the day. And I feel like if we can come to the conclusion where everybody gets to enjoy the culture of other people for what it is, because the beauty of every nation is its culture. You go to a place, you enjoy their music, whatever it is, you don't have to understand the language, and life goes on. Everybody's happy.
You know, some people actually make it look like a flex that they cannot speak their language. Some people say, if you're speaking language, say, I speak English or something like that. I mean, does it upset you when you hear people?
No.
Even when people say, if you have an Igbo accent, this one has an Igbo accent. Well, you don't have one, but if someone
I do.
You do. So now for now they give me a
I do.
But has anyone ever pointed it out and said to you, you have an Igbo accent?
Sometimes it just pops out, you know. You could just be like, you know, trying to, because I mean, I've been like an OAP, so sometimes we know how to
Navigate.
switch in and out of accents, but sometimes it just pops out. I'm of the opinion that people should do things in their time. There's some people who did not grow up in Igbo speaking households, or you know, even people that are Yoruba outside that did not grow up in their households where they're speaking it. I'm of the opinion that you should just try to make conscious effort to at least know the basics. Some people, it might really be difficult for them to learn it as they go and advance, you know, on and on. So however, and whichever time you learn, that's fine. And for those who grew up in, you know, households where they actually speak their dialect, you don't have to be ashamed of it.
Right.
When we go to French countries, they have an accent. You see French people say sacre bleu, they talk with their esophagus or whatever. Nobody complains about how a Frenchman sounds.
Sexy.
Exactly. Nobody talks about how Spanish people talk with their tongue, or how Americans, in fact, we're even trying to like copy them. No, speak in the way that you should speak. Nobody cares. If you have a H factor, H it with pride. If you have an R factor, if you say lane is falling instead of rain, you say your lane is falling the way it is. Nobody cares. I mean, they understand at the end of the day.
Is it weird that my favorite factor is the R factor? I love it. I love it so much. Like, I feel like I have a problem. Like,
does yours pop out?
I don't have it. I wish I did.
Man, this one time I was speaking to someone. I thought I had it under control, and it just popped out. I was gonna say something. I was trying to say rainbow, and I just said limbo.
Limbo. Hey,
Oh my goodness.
Your hand falling.
Like, say, I want to say bed sheet, and then you say bed sheet.
Bedsheet. Oh, man.
So stuff like that. It just pops out. You don't know.
I mean,
it happens.
I've been there. I catch myself. Even if I didn't speak English, make I no lie. Sometimes I just switch to pidgin English.
One
So
time.
you will not hear
You
the
will not
accent.
necessarily find it.
But in the meantime, so many people have spoken about music execs and how they've been trying to change people's music, their styles. Have you had anyone complain to you that, oh, I don't think this, your language is selling for music. I think you should do it this way, or you should try to be this certain type of way?
Yeah, that was like initially when I was starting, and at some point as well, they would say, oh, sound like this is not really going to sell international. And the question I always ask them, which is like, if we want to go on a general scale, you look at people like Ashake, that has cross borders with the Yoruba language. It's doing fabulously well. People are literally singing Yoruba word for word. One of the biggest songs that we have in the world, Opangangnam Style.
Whoop, whoop,
Exactly.
whoop.
Despacito. These songs have billions of streams. We don't know what they're saying. It's all in Spanish. So I feel like when people say stuff like that, they just have like very small minds. There is no limit to how far music can go in any language.
I really hope that you pictured the person that told you that.
Oh, I
And
mean,
as you said-
they're seeing stuff going on right now, and I'm just personally, I always tell people that also make music, the end point is that you don't stop, that you keep going, that you're just very consistent. Find your community, people will find you. I think the problem that most people that make music have is they let the pressure, you have your eyes on someone else's audience.
True.
Everybody has their audience.
I love that.
Yes, do not put your eye on someone else's. Respect the audience that actually came to vibe with you, the audience that love your music and what you put out. You don't have to feel less of the music that you put out. There's people that love you. Focus on them. They would introduce you to bigger communities, and as long as you stay consistent, it keeps going, gets better.
I'm gonna hold on to that, because in this little space that we're in, I have occasionally sang out my lungs. I've been singing, I've been doing so many things, but they keep telling me to stop. Some people in this room with you are,
They tell you to stop singing.
they're constantly hating on my craft. And
Do you want to sing a little? You want to do some?
The haters in the studio,
They
are
won't let
too
you
much.
sing. Have they blocked your
As in,
throat?
my throat just won't hold, because if I start to sing, it will. I don't want to take your shine, Ugochi. I don't want to take your shine too much. You know what? Let's listen to, so that the haters on my on my right hand side will not be satisfied. Let's listen to the song you featured, Yemi Alade. It's called Ogologo. Good morning, Lagos. I'm still here till 11. Ugochi's in the studio. We're excited. Woohoo! I'm still here with the beautiful, talented Ugochi, the one with the vocals of the gods, the one that makes me feel like I'm not doing very well with my Igbo. I wish we could have like a conversation in Igbo, but I think my mom will call me after this and just say, Ngo, why did you embarrass me? But I mean, it's all good. We just listened to your song with Yemi Alade. Beautiful. I do like the sisterhood that I see, that I've been seeing. But in the meantime, we've heard something from some of the talents that we have in Nigeria, such as King Madi. She came out the other day to say how the industry is dark, kind of. She also said something about how, the industry is not favorable to women, and especially when you're fast rising. I believe that you must have passed different stages of your music. You've had, people who come to give you tales, people who come to promise you just yarn things. Do you agree with King Madi in the sense that there's really no favors?
I'm the type of person who likes to stay on the positive side of stuff, but it doesn't exclude the fact that stuff like that happen. Everybody has their own experiences. Everybody has separate experiences, things that they've witnessed for themselves.
Right.
Yeah. So most of the times I get to experience stuff, but then again, I always tell people the most important thing is not letting the things that have happened to you break you. Yes. You don't let it put you down, because there is no avenue to make money or put yourself out there that's easy. Somebody who is importing cars or doing business is still gonna tell you about how dark or how crazy it is in their line of work. So I feel like that it's a life thing. It happens with life, even in your line of work. Do you understand? So I'm of the opinion that whatever it is, you just have to find some kind of way to dust yourself back up, because the world is not gonna wait for you to recover or whatever. You just pick yourself up, kick yourself, and say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it pushing. No matter what has happened, let's go.
Do you ever feel like people complain too much about normal things? I mean, I'm never going to lie to you. This is me being very honest. The last time I saw a female artist, complain, someone who had actually even made it to a certain level, complain about the treatment that the industry gives to female artists, I felt to myself that, stop whining. There are people who are actually doing it.
You cannot actually invalidate the way that people feel. Again, we're all separate human beings. Some people have high tolerance. Some people have low tolerance. Some people have no tolerance. Do you understand? Something I might have a very strong threshold for pain. Some people do not. There are people who, when they feel pain, they want to talk about it in the moment. They want to talk about how they're feeling. It's not even a question of how big this person is. And I feel like it's a problem because when people who are popular, people don't see people who are popular as human beings anymore. We begin to have a problem because now normal people or people with, for me, I always tell people, I said I'm not a popular person. I'm not popular. I feel like I'm just someone who has followers on the internet. That's why you need to have a personality outside of social media, because what happens when it's gone?
Right.
That's why I always tell people to treat people with followers on the internet like normal people. They're normal. They're normal just like you. You feel me? They can complain like you do. They can talk about their fears. They can talk about things that make them sad just like you do. Having followers does not, exempt me from,
Feeling.
feeling or wanting to complain. Or the car, if there's a problem with fuel or complain about rent, and then someone popular comes out to say, oh, the country is hard, and people be like, I beg, you might not really understand that they're actually going through the same stuff. The way it looks on the outside, it looks like, oh, this person is bawling, but for real, they could really be going through the stuff that they're complaining about. So I'm an advocate of cutting people a huge slack. I always give people the biggest benefit of that because, nobody really knows, never really know what anybody is going through. So I just
let them be.
Let it out. If it's gonna make you feel better, by all means, throw it on the board.
So you tell me, say, as you find like this, you get problems.
Hey!
As you gather like this, you get problems.
I have problems, so I beg. I have problems. Everybody does.
Indeed. So there was one thing that I thought about. I think it was yesterday. I played your song early in the morning, around 6, before I even knew that we're going to have this conversation. And I was listening to Achalu, and I was like, wow, this babe's vocals are great. I see you push on social media. I see you do all these things. I've been in the music industry in a management aspect. I've been on the other side. I've never been an artist or whatever, but I have worked with artists. Now I'm on radio. I've seen the growth of different people, but I wondered something about you. If you feel like you're receiving your flowers, do you feel like people are giving you the flowers that you deserve? Because I think you're incredible. Do you feel a sense of belonging also in the music industry?
Yes, I do. It's a gradual process, but so far so good. You even if they don't give me my flowers, like I always say, the statistics are there. You can't take the flower away from me. It's there. There's flowers there already for me. You go, you ask the internet, you Google about me. I feel like even when we come to the Southeastern music scene, talking about females that are making it work in the Southeastern female scene, you cannot
not call you,
not mention my name. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So that's flower enough on its own. And in recent times, people are beginning to get the drift of things. And so that's the way that I live. There's no pressure in my life at all.
I love it.
I just want to make music and be happy and throw carpets for beautiful babes.
Okay, I can't wait to walk on the carpet.
Yes!
But before that, you were talking about the Southeastern. I've seen occasionally on social media where people say not to be tribalistic or go into tribe versus tribe. We've heard where they say, Olamide is doing this for this artist, that's the Yorubas. And then some people start to attack Fino or Flavor and say, oh, you're not supporting this and that and that. Do you feel like the Easterners do not support their own? Have you ever thought that?
I don't feel so. The only thing is, like I always say, we need like more media outlets in the southeastern part of Nigeria, because the only reason why they can see these things out there is because there's better PR.
Right.
But there's so many boys, girls in the southeastern part of Nigeria that these people that we've mentioned, they've supported. They've thrown their love to ball. Maybe it's not as publicized as the ones that we see. That's why, again, in our region, I think they need to like just do more PR. That way these things can be, more like loud or
documented.
publicized. But yes, starting out 2022, Fino actually gave me my first verse for free. He didn't even bother. Flavor has co-signed me a couple of times. So there's so many other people from the Southeast as well that these legends have actually co-signed. And again, I feel like we should not just narrow it down to a Fino and Flavor only. There's so many other people. That's why there's beauty in collaborations. There's other people that I've done music with. Umo Bilibo have, amazing stuff. And there's boys from the East as well. There's girls from the East making music and they're coming out. Again, like I said, it's all on PR. The difference is that over here in Lagos in the Southwest, there's a lot of media houses. There's amazing PR. So that's way, stuff that happens in Lagos, it goes all over the world. But back home, they just need like more PR so that people can actually see these things. But at the end of the day, hearsays. These days, people even bring up hearsay like that just to fuel online wars, and then also use it to generate streams for both artists. So I feel like it's an industry thing. Some of these feuds, they just bring it up so that people can stream their music.
Are you ever going to do something like that?
Girl,
to make
no.
Sure?
No.
You sound to me like someone who, like you mentioned before, you just want to make music.
Yes.
You're not interested.
I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm
no
not
glitz,
interested.
glamour.
No, I feel like if it's not, they say all PR is good PR. I don't want any negative PR from my PR. If it's not positivity, if it's going to embarrass someone, if it's going to make someone else look horrible, like people do stuff like that. They want to say, oh, Ugochi, then they do that versus this artist.
You did the XZ because
they do the greater than, they do Ugochi
okay.
greater than or something. That sign, then I don't like it because we're all separate people. This person cannot sing like me. And I cannot sing like this person. We do not have the same vocal range. We are completely different people. So I will never see the need to pitch two artists together. But again, it's a PR stunt. People do that. But I always exempt myself from it. I act like I don't see it, or I just mute it entirely, because you cannot stop people from tweeting what they feel is gonna actually like help their page or boost their page. All you can do is just not get involved with it.
You sound like you've had a lot of, I don't know whether to say training or maturity. I don't know if it's maturity's sake or
it's life.
Is this self-realization or something that you sound like somebody who has spoken to herself? You've given yourself all the talking that you need, especially to be in the music industry. Do you feel like you need to have a tough skin in this industry? I mean,
yes,
really.
You actually need to have a tough skin, because if you're a very emotional person, people are gonna get to you. When I first started, if I see one negative comment on my page or about anything, I would wail. I would send it to my manager and he would say ignore. I'm like, how can I ignore this? Sometime in 2021, when I lost my mom 9th of December 2021. And then on the 10th, I had a gig. On the 11th, I had a gig. On the 12th, I had a gig. And they refused to take a refund. So I had to go for those gigs less than 24 hours after losing my mom. Because they said, Madam, we've bought tickets. You have to be there. I went for these gigs because someone has to pay for the burial at the end of the day. And I woke up, I think on the 11th, and people were saying, oh, she did something to her mom, She had a hand in what happened to her mom.
Oh, no.
And there was comments about it everywhere. So I didn't know how to react to those comments. But now, if I knew what I knew now in 2021, I wouldn't even bother, because I feel like people who troll on the internet, they're just sad people who are trying to project, or sometimes they're just, people who want your attention. Yes,
I know that
you can
one.
just tell someone, why would you? Me, I'm two things I do now. If you say something mean, I'll be like, are you okay? Like, are you hungry? Do you need anything? But be like, man, yes, I'm hungry. I just wanted your attention, stuff like that. I'll delete it now.
And that's
you understand?
sad.
So I don't take trolls too seriously anymore. You need some kind of tough skin to like evolve into that. And if it's not something that has to do with saying, oh, Ugo scammed someone, I'm not coming out to address anything. Believe it.
Okay, take it as it
take
is.
Take it. If they said I did anything, please, by all means, run with it. If they did not say that I took someone's money, it's not getting addressed.
Even babe, that
money
money is the problem.
Money. if it's not money, just go ahead, run with it. I did it.
I remember posting the other day on my story. I said, "Now me be the bad person when they talk about.
Yes,
I'm the one. Whatever
I
you
did it. Don't stress.
I'm here for it. Let's go into the main story of the day. Achalugo is here.
Yes, so
The one and only. This song just sounds like a self-empowerment, a woman
is.
empowerment song.
It is.
What was the motive? What was the mood you were in? What were you feeling the day you recorded this? Were you looking at the mirror and you just feel yourself say,
Yes.
I gotta, yes?
Yes.
You were hyping yourself
yes.
out and said, let me put it the best way that I can.
Yes, in an industry where people want to come out, they might want to talk about your body, talk about the way that you are. Sometimes people self mantra has been a thing to work for me. I talk to myself a lot. So Achalugo was in one of those moments, and if you actually look at the literal meaning of Achalugo, it's like where the eagle abodes.
Beauty.
Igbo. Yes, and we know what eagle actually signifies. You talk about royalty, you talk about poise, you talk about focus, you talk about beauty. So when I talk about Achalugo, it's all encompassing. It's for every single person who, is trying their best to be out there. Everybody is confident. And that's why when I roll the carpet, it's not just for celebrities or popular people. Everybody is welcome on that red carpet, because I believe that Achalugo is what we all are. It's very encompassing. And everybody in this room right now is an Achalugo. You're amazing. You're doing your best. And you're beautiful in your own skin, and you have to claim it, because
I love it.
Yes, no need to be insecure about whatever.
Okay, you know what? I have a new theme song for the rest of the year, and probably, in fact, this might even be my birthday song. My birthday is February, Sha. It's February. It's still February. So
Mine is in March.
I'm still booking this song down. We don't know if we'll release another one before then, but I'm booking this on. This is,
I got you.
Let's listen to the song before we wrap up. We'll be right back. This is, in fact, let me just let you introduce the song, because I don't think I can do it better than you. I want to hear
Ladies
it
and gentlemen.
also in Igbo too.
In Igbo.
Yes.
Okay. Ndị nwe m. Ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa na-ege m ntị na Base 101.1 FM Lagos. Afa m bụ Ugo Sara. Egwu unu ya anụ kịta bụ Achalugo nke nji obi m wee deelu unu. O na ntị nọla anọ ọfụma, tile elekere ntị gị ka ị wee nụ Achalugo ka ọ na-abịa ugbu a. Ngwanụ, bye.
That Igbo that you spoke, the thing don't charge me. The thing, in fact, I'll call my mother, ask her, and ask her, why didn't you start speaking Igbo to me when I was a baby? Instead of saying baby, you say tata. You should have done that from birth. I mean, it's incredible.
Time is still there, man.
It's still there, it's still there. Small.
But money on your mind for now.
Nah, look at mine. But in the meantime, look, I kind of imagine what your studio sessions will be like. Do you have to be bellyful before you go and sing? Do you have to feel something in your soul? Do you have to see faces, or you don't want anybody in there? What is it like?
I want to thank you for asking me that question, because I think you're literally like the first person to ask me, and I've always wanted someone to ask me what my sessions are like.
Make a clap
Thank
for
you.
myself.
Yes, please. Honestly,
Okay.
that was very nice. So I'm gonna break it down. First, I have to eat properly. I have to eat well before I actually go to the studio. My go-to food, I like abacha. It's quick, easy. If it's not there, I could do like quick semo and okra. Don't worry, it doesn't weigh me down.
You said
I'm
quick. Semo and okra. Quick.
Yes, now it's sharp. Semo and okra is sharp.
No problem.
Rice is not quick.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Semo is a snack. Fufu is a snack. Yes.
Okay.
Then I don't like people in my session. It's just me and my producer.
Okay.
So if people are there, I'm very nervous. I won't be able to sing. The only time if people are plenty, just know that I've already recorded it at home. So I'm just coming to recite what I've already written. But if it's a fresh session, like Achalugo was recorded in solitude, so I have my time to do whatever I want on the microphone. Yeah. And I don't know, Highness. They high. We sing with clear mind. Someone said, with all the energy that you exude, what's your propeller? I said, I don't get propeller. Give me food. Let me have solid food that I'm eating. You feel me? So
I'm here for it.
And then I write. I don't know how to write songs on my phone. I have this big notebook. All my notebooks are filled. I'm on my third one.
Okay.
So yeah, I always write. Pen and book.
Do you write your feelings? Say, for instance, now I piss you off.
Yes, I'll use it to sing tomorrow.
Let me land now. It's in the apple. Okay, so which song was a heartbreak song for you?
The one with Fino.
The one with Fino.
Breakfast,
okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Did you get back with the guy?
No.
Okay.
No, they go back to X for once it's now officially an X. Bye. I don't want to see you. But they want to see me though.
I'm actually also curious. I mean, do you feel like you get enough love from your fellow artists, or here in Lagos? I mean,
Yes, I get the love that I get, and that's all that matters, because you cannot be friends with everybody. That would be the beginning of your downfall. Everybody is not going to be your friend. There's a big difference between friends and industry acquaintances. People can come on your post, show love, drop some fire, repost. That's okay. Don't do too much. Don't ask for too much, because you cannot force people to be your friends. I think that's the problem. You want industry. Do you actually have actual friends?
but let's say you don't crack the code
Have
for this
your
industry.
friends. Some people, you want industry friends, but you don't even talk to your family. You don't speak to your cousins.
Who is
you
this
know?
woman?
Yes, so industry friends, amazing. They drop the love. We reciprocate. We repost each other's stuff, but know the difference. They might not be like friends that you can pull
Call.
up. If you have those ones, that's amazing, beautiful. But you don't need. If they're showing you love on your post, that's okay. Don't expect too much. Don't do too much. It's fine.
Okay, lastly,
that.
about friendships. Would you ever switch up on your own? I mean, some people say celebrity life, fame, and money makes people different. Has anyone felt like
And the money confess.
nobody has ever felt like, made you feel like you switched up on them, or you're not giving attention?
Well, me, the phone number that I've had is the same phone number I've had for like over 14, 15 years. I don't want to change it. I have the same people in my life that are still there. And then some of these people, they on their own, they leave. They feel like we can't vibe with you anymore, and they just go, and that's okay. If you get to certain stages in your life, some people might feel like this space is a little uncomfortable for me. I don't think I can fit in. But I've never asked anybody to leave my life.
Right.
And then some people, they begin to gradually unfold, and then you see like they're not part of your vision, and they're not going to work with the vision, but in the sense that they're not doing anything to elevate you, and they don't feel like they just belong in your life, so they just live by themselves. Eventually, people that are meant to be in your life are going to align, and they will stick with you.
I like it. I like your mentality. I like that I've picked your brain to know how you really think.
You picked it though.
It has really, improved or increased my fangirl for you. So you'll be seeing a lot of my likes even
Thank
more
you,
now.
Cha-cha.
Because I think you're incredible.
My first bunkmate, her name was Chacha,
And she was
and
a
she
nice
was
person.
adorable.
Yes, now, did you guys say that I'm adorable? Come on, say it. Okay, I love it. If you can't hear, they're screaming that I am the best thing since sliced bread. In any case, two things I want you to tell me. One, what is your favorite Igbo word?
Get away.
Get away. You be street
Get
girl.
away.
You're
How
outside.
get away, G.
That's it. Okay. And if
And
you
they goalie.
yes, that one sounded more like it.
That's more like
it sounded.
goalie.
It came from
How much
inside.
are we talking?
And also, have you ever toasted a man before?
Yes.
And if you have, wow, damn. Okay, girl.
I will not do it again.
You will not do it again. Why? You don't.
Didn't end well.
Yeah. As you did like this.
As
Is
you
it
did-
back in the day on
Back in the recent times, anybody. It's not. I'm not saying like anybody. Some people you might not be like this, but I don't want to do that anymore. So the thing is, if you, I will follow up. If you shoot the shot first, and watch me follow up.
Okay. I know that I wanted to wrap this up, but I want you to do one thing for me. If you were to, before that, Kai, I've asked this thing since. Some people have said that marriage for women in the industry limits them, or relationships. Do you
Yes.
think it propels or it limits you as an artist?
It's a very tough one. I would not necessarily use the word limit, but of course, some things have to give. There's you adjusting to the new changes in your body. There's you adjusting to taking care of kids at the same time. So I feel like there should be like some kind of plan. Do you understand that you intend to navigate? If you're taking a break, maybe you have pre-recorded songs already that you intend to start putting out. So I feel like since we know what pregnancy does to women and marriage and everything, you're just going to have plans on how you want to navigate. There's really no formula unless you're there.
Okay.
Yes, it's not really easy to say, like, if you're not there. So everybody's experience is gonna differ, but obviously it's clear that yes, some things have to give, because now you're thinking about other people aside to yourself.
Come on now. We need a masterclass in Ugochi's mentality. We need to see her more. We need you back here on the show. In fact, if you want us to give you the weekend show, I'll tell my boss, say, let me give Ugochi a small part of my salary.
Yes, so please.
Absolutely love
I'll be taking over your shoots.
No talk that thing again. Not joke and a joke. Who's playing with you like that? Ugochi, finally, as we wrap up, I need you to talk to your future husband. I need you to say it in Igbo and also just wrap up the show for me.
Ooh, okay. Di mama. Onye mbu n'obi. Ọ bụ na ị na-ege okwu a na-ekwu kịta, achọrọ m ka ị marụ na afọ m gị n'anya. Na ị na-eme ka obi m na-ada gbim. Nchetakwanụ ka ndụ mụ na gị ya adị n'echi na-abịa abịa, obi a na-asọ m. Ana m ekpere gị ekpere taa, sị ka Chineke debe gị. Ihe niile ị na-eme, sị ka ọ ya na-agalụ gị selelem welelem. And mgbe ọbụla mụ na gị eji wee fụ, anyị mgbakọ ọnụ.
Come on.
Ka ọ dị nna o. Bye.
Wow, I'm a female, but I want to marry Ugochi.
Yes.
I want to get married to you. Lagos, this is Base 101.1 FM. Thank you so much. Remember to connect with her. Follow her on socials. She is popular, popping. Her music is out there. Achalugo is out. Ugochi on socials, spelled
Ugoccie everywhere.
And follow me as well. It is Charity Owo. There's Charity OWOH. Follow us at Base FM Lagos. And lastly, don't you forget to share your smile with the world. Remember, it's a symbol of happiness, peace, and friendship.